Welcome to the interview. It was really nice to get a hold of you guys. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
John, you can
Who
go
else?
first.
I'll go first. Okay. I'm Johnny.
Yeah.
I used to sing slash do noise and raid.
And you were.
Tyler, I used to. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh shit.
Oh,
No,
sorry. What were you saying?
no, you can go, Tyler. It's fine.
Okay, I'm Tyler. I used to play guitar and do vocals and raid, do some vocals.
Nice. I know that you two are in a few other bands since you guys broke up with Raid. Johnny used to be in Aaron Neko. I don't know how to pronounce your name because I'm fucking retarded. And I know you're in the NYC Shootout and your new band Misery Is Without You. Congrats on both you guys still continuing to fuck shit up with music.
Thank you.
Yeah. My first personal question I had to ask. I know probably you've had your friends ask you this multiple times. What was the reason for Rage's departure? Rather be personal reasons, or just maybe the Rage just finished. I don't know what else to do because shit like that happens, and that's fine. But I was just curious anyway.
I think him and I's answers are different. Cause I mean, yeah, objectively it was over some personal shit, but it was also I think the reason we collectively decided to end it was just because it was their first band.
Yeah.
My experience with Raid is only a fraction of what Tyler's was. So I really couldn't be why don't we move on with somebody else? Because, there were years and years.
Yeah, it was basically that. I don't know how much we're gonna get into here, but a lot of it had to do with one certain member of the band. And yes, stuff got really bad with him at the end, but at the same time, I started the band with him, and it'd be kind of it was our first band, and it was cool, but I kind of wanted
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to do a different kind of thing anyways. Obviously I wanted to keep it going, but with just the way the writing on the wall was looking, plus the stuff that happened interpersonally, it would basically be impossible to keep going. Kind of.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
And it was also your first band.
Yeah, it was my first band. No one's first band ever works out. I gotta let it go,
Yeah.
We've been doing it since I was literally 14.
You've been doing Raid since 14?
Yeah, under the same name.
Yeah.
Different style of music, but
yeah,
it was always the same name, and it always kind of had the punk hardcore thing going on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I had noticed that when I first really started listening to you guys on Bandcamp, you guys had such a very different sound from what you guys have today. When I used to I used to listen to you guys when I worked as fuck ass nursing home, and I was dude, I feel I'm in somebody's garage right now versus a crowded venue when I first saw you guys at DC9. And I think
that was a great show. That show was
What a
awesome.
show that was.
yeah,
That was a good show.
I miss Gooch and Gasket, man. I miss them so much.
I think Gasket's still around.
Yeah, I missed their new release show in Baltimore. But
that was Gooch's last show, right?
yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Damn. Yeah. I remember that show in pieces.
Yeah, that show was crazy.
Because I passed out. Casey's car.
Yes.
Casey, we were in Baltimore going to get food, and Casey's car broke down. And I think it was just me and AJ. I don't remember who I was with. And then we were stranded there. And then they managed to get food somewhere else, but I was just whatever. And then we get there, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get a Red Bull because that'll like hold me over.
Right.
And then the set starts. We open with How, and I would try to do like the longest scream I possibly could when the breakdown hit, and I did that, and then I just remember being like, oh shit. And then I came to, and like DPS was starting, and I was like, I don't know what just happened, but I definitely like fell. And then after the set, I was like, yo, what happened?
And I thought you were doing a bit. Like, I thought you were trying to be funny or some shit. Like,
no, I like dead. Like, I wouldn't say I like passed out, but
it was on video. Like, you obviously like lost. Like, you fell to the ground and like were on the floor for a second.
Nah, because Jamie was like, I thought you just like tripped and fell. I was like, nah. Like, I was like out.
Dude, I don't remember that because I remember when the breakdown for How happened. I was like sort of in the back. And I remember this one tall white dude. He like elbowed the fuck out of me in my chest, and I was like, "Ugh!"
That's probably Nate.
And I
oh yeah, Nate was there.
I definitely fell on somebody's equipment because I'm feeling the bag. I was like, this feels like a drum bag. Oh shit, it's a drum bag. Let me get my.
Yeah, because I remember they didn't have like a room to put the equipment. My amp broke at that show during the gasket set. Like, I had 2 orange amps in one of them, like, during because I remember that gasket set was wild, too. And I remember, like, someone, or maybe myself, like, got shoved into that corner with all the gear. And, like, yeah, like, I remember when we played, like, Richmond the next day, I, like, opened the car and I see, like, my amp, like, the switch is, like, broken off of it and, like, the fucking input jack fell out. I was like, okay, that's nice.
I also remember some chick, like, crying after the set.
Oh, yeah, after our set, yeah, because, yeah.
There were a lot of tears at that show. It was my first hardcore show, and I remember vividly. I remember vividly getting punched in the eye, and I was like, "This is what it's all about. This was all about." And then I had to get back.
Yeah.
You stayed. A lot of people don't stay.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, because it took me like $50 to get there because I didn't have a car or license at the time. I'm like, dude, I'm getting about $50 worth. I have to spend $50 to get back. I live in the dirty Dorf. I live like a clean hour away from an hour some change from DC. So, if I leave early, I'm basically fucking myself over. So I have to stay.
Damn.
I don't think about leaving sets early because I went to a show yesterday with Brian to see Sluggo and Suicide Eyes, and he had to leave early. But like that's just like some regular shit you have to do, probably work. But like I like staying around because like I just like talking to people. Just like, also like, if I want to go to a show, I want to see everybody who's performing. Like, I get it. Niggas got jobs. Niggas get tired. I get it. Just like, nah, fuck it.
I think I saw some footage of that show on Instagram. It looked fun.
It was my first house show too. Like, it was really cramped. I thought it was like, nah, it's gonna be kind of spacious. Fuck now. Now we were all in there like sardines.
Oh,
that's great. Nah, I like that. I love a good like horrible house show.
Second question, I know like you obviously get this, but how or what inspired you to like not only start a band, but what sounds from like the Long Island, New York area inspired your sound today?
Oh man, that's a loaded question. That's a great question. I don't even know where to start, honestly. Well, in terms of what made me want to start a band, that's actually pretty easy to answer because I just liked listening to so much music. But especially like I was into so many bands like growing up and never really thought about starting one. But then like when I started getting into like just straight like punk rock shit, like that made me want to start a band because it was like it seemed pretty easy. Almost not easy, but like you know what I mean? Like I watched like Decline of Western Civilization. I was like, oh, I guess anybody could do this, huh? So that's basically what made me want to start doing music, and then just like, you know, having access to like just being on the internet and shit and finding so many cool bands like that, like really just helped me like broaden my music taste. There was so much music, like, random bands and projects I was always into growing up that like influenced our sound in one way or another, or even shit that I listen to now. You know, because if you go back and listen to our discography for real, like every release sounds different
Yeah,
from each
that's what I
other.
fucking love, man. That's what I love shit about. Like, I'm gonna say Death Grips because just like that's just like an easy ass answer to say. Like,
I
you
love Death
say the
Grips.
last
One of my
album,
favorite
you say the
projects.
last album because it just does. Because Ex-Military, fucking sounds like it was made in a sewer, and the Money Store sounds like it was made in jail. You know.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot grimier, ex-military. And like, yeah, the Money Store is a lot more like. I see what you're saying, but I would say like the Money Store sounds a little more polished. It's like a little easier to listen to. It's still like very like Death Gripsy and like very edgy, but like I get what you're
It was
saying.
just like a huge pop influence at the time when the Money Store came out.
Yeah, yeah, because they were like on a label and shit, right? Yeah. So for me, it was like, like writing this shit, it was basically like the same way. There's obviously like an overlying influence, like an underlying influence of just metal and like punk rock and hardcore. And then just like different, like basically just being influenced by different subgenres. Like I always liked death metal. I always liked like heavy shoegaze shit. I always like, you know, power violence shit, hardcore punk, slam death metal shit like that. So then we just throw it all together. But then like, you know, that would be my answer for that.
That's what's up. And John, this is the first band you've been in, right?
No.
Nice, yeah.
So when I was a kid and I had my access to the internet that was not supervised at all, I spent so much time watching, like, I mean, it was really like any band I was into as a kid, but Linkin Park was like the main one.
Yeah.
Bro, I would sit there and I would just watch entire concerts of them playing. So growing up, I always knew I wanted to like be in a band, but I didn't really meet anybody who like actually enjoyed the music I did until I met like the Aaron Echo dudes. So like Jay and Mark. And that was like later in high school. And then Real Despair like formed and then like kind of like fizzled out. Like the early stages of it. And I remember Jay being like, yo, I'm gonna pick up a guitar, like we should write some like we should do like a side thing. And I was like, oh word. So me at like I was probably like 18, was like, what's like the coolest idea for a band ever? And then I was like, oh, I want to do some like deranged like weeaboo fucking like grindcore noise grind shit. Because I was really into like Pig Destroyer, Full of Hell, Agoraphobic Nosebleed, and then me, him, and Mark and Ty like wrote like the demo for it, and I was like, all right, like we put it out, and like our friends fucked with it, and one day I was like, I wonder what playing a show would be like with this, and I sent the demo to the Bad Idea Collective email.
That was like my old like
responded.
record label I used to run. Like me and my friend used to run that label.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I always wondered who the Bad Idea record label was. So I was just like, "Who the fuck is Bad Idea?" And it just didn't ring any bells. And now, like, question answered.
Yeah.
So they responded like months later, and they were like, "My bad. We're gonna be away at school, but like we have the show on the 11th, or no, in like November." And I was like,
I think it was November 26th.
Yeah. So I asked everybody, and they were like, "Yeah, we're down with that." And then I was like, "Oh shit! Like we got to find a drummer because I'm not about to do a set with like a drum machine." And then Raid that same night posted the demo, and I was like, "Yo, that's crazy!" Because like I just knew of them like locally, like they were playing with like the death metal bands I fucked with. And then I ran into Nick at like a Submerged show, I think. And he was like, I'll be your drummer. And I was like, all right. So Nick joined. And then, you know, Aaron Echo played good shows and then like collapsed. And then I remember it was at the Meadows. I think it was that like Extinguish the Code, fucking like Cold Kiss played.
Yeah.
And Raid played, and I went because me and Ty used to just pop out to every Raid show.
Good times.
And Tyler was like, "We might ask you to join Raid," and I was like, "Okay." Because he was like, "Yeah, we want like a noise guy." So I was like, "All right, cool. Like, I'll just, not get my hopes up in that regard." Mm-hmm. And then a couple months later, I got the, "Hey, want to join Raid" text, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm in." And then, I started off as like the noise guy who didn't really know how to like fit in with the sound / like I just sang Scalped and Unanswered. Like that was what I did, and I did that for like years until not years, but like it wasn't until we wrote the Hosticide split that I actually like was doing something more than like bobbing my head at the noise table.
Yeah, that was a good time.
And then, even after that, I remember it was after the Richmond show we played. I was like, bro, like this sucks. Like I hate singing like 2 songs and just like bobbing my head at the noise table, which nobody can like hear anyway. Cause anytime you set up the noise board, the sound guy is always just like, oh my God, like what the fuck is that?
They hate.
So I was like, let me like front the band, and then.
And that's what I wanted, anyways. I was just like too retarded to say anything, or like to articulate it properly, because I didn't even like singing and playing guitar.
Yeah.
Wait, I would be like, guys, so like, why do you do it?
Wait, what happened?
Like you said, like you don't like singing and playing guitar, so like, why do you do it?
That's why I stopped.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I stopped singing and playing guitar at the same time that I just play.
Okay.
I fucking hated doing that. And you can't write, like, going back to like the question you asked before, a lot of the shit I really came up on, a lot of like the old, like, I like listening to a lot of the old, like, like MySpace, like deathcore bands and metalcore bands. And those bands always had like sick vocal flows that were like mad complex. And you can't do that when you have to play guitar at the same time, Because at first it worked because we sounded more like, like Nails or something. And bands like that, and all those bands, like, their guitar players or like their bass players sing and do it at the same time because those vocal flows are just easier. But I wanted to write more complex vocal flows. Like I remember when we first wrote Scalped, that was the first one I couldn't play it and sing it live at the same time. So we always had to get somebody to do it live, whether it was Johnny or like we get our boy Logan if he was at the show, or like whoever. Like our boy Justice. I remember Justice used to do it. So
I literally remember you texting me once, like, dude, we can't play the song if you don't show up.
Yeah, exactly. Because we couldn't do it. I physically couldn't play that and sing it at the same time. Because when we wrote that, like, obviously, like, that one was more of like, that whole EP was very like heavy, hardcore, like power violence vibes, whatever you want to call it. But then that one song is like hella genty or like hella fucking core sounding on like an EP full of just like grindcore songs.
Yeah.
And like, so we had that one, and then I was just like, we wrote it like that, and then I was like, yeah, like, one of my favorite bands is Meshuggah. And I was like, oh, I want some cool, like some fucking cool ass like Meshuggah type vocal flows, which are like mad complicated. So I was like, oh shit. Like we wrote the vocals and we wrote the lyrics. We were mad proud of it. And I did it on the record. But I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this live. It's going to be impossible. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And then all the songs we kept writing after that, I just wanted to be more complicated and crazier. So then I was like, I guess we got to get a vocalist.
I think that's kind of sick because before at least from what I'm understanding, before Johnny joined, it was just you, the bassist, and the drummer. And
Yeah.
dude,
They had a singer at one point.
Oh yeah, we did. We had a vocalist in like 2019. Yeah, I forgot about that. We never played a show with him though. The first show we were supposed to play with him was canceled due to COVID.
fuck.
It was good. It was gonna be. It was gonna be at the Kingsland.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I never told you this lore, huh? Yeah.
Who played? Was it, or
Kingsland.
was it supposed to be like a stacked show, or just like a?
No, it was all like random, like quote unquote hardcore bands, but they probably all sucked.
Damn.
But like we sucked at the time too, so like it was fine. But like yeah, it was at the Kingsland. I don't know what the show would have been like. The flyer was cool. I could not tell you who was gonna play though. Like I really can't. I don't remember. And then it was canceled due to COVID. It was like literally supposed to be like March 10th or something, 2020.
Oh, damn, that's like when COVID really kicked in. Fuck, damn, it feels.
Yeah. That's like when it was like a couple days before the lockdown first started or whatever. Yeah, it was gonna be at the Kingsland with like a bunch of random bands.
Well, this is a two-parter question. Where did the name Raid came from? And if you did have any favorite songs you like to perform from your own discography or covers, what would they be?
The name literally came from the corniest place. This is another reason, like, yeah, it came from the freaking bug spray. Like, I was in a Home Depot with my dad.
There are so many times I've listened to your music, I'm just like, please tell me they didn't think about the fucking bug spray can. Please tell me that.
That's exactly what it was. I was in a Home Depot with my dad. And then I was just like, oh shit, that'd make a fire band name, Brad, like in my head. So then I went with that.
God,
and, that's crazy. And I've like fought for that. I've fought on behalf of that too. Like there was a guy on Twitter last year, I think. Yeah, like right before we left. And he was like, why don't people look up the names of bands before they name their band? Because Victory Records had this band named Raid. And I was like, bro, come to the show and like say it to me if it's really like that upsetting you that much.
I remember this. Yeah, and that's where that was like another, like obviously I'm very sad we broke up, but then I was like in my head, I was like, at least like I don't have to use that. I was starting to grow very disillusioned at the name like over time. Like I remember when we broke up, I was like, all right, I guess it's fine that a band named literally after fucking bug deterrent is like, I was like, whatever. I mean, I was very sad. I'm like diminishing it a little too. Like when we broke, that was literally like one of the worst time periods of my life. But you know,
yeah,
I'm still recovering from the crash out that ensued.
Yeah, because it was a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
It was a whole mess. It was a fucking mess.
That's how it usually is. Like I wanna like have it in good faith. Like I've recently like sort of left a band by band. Like we just would practice and like smoke weed, but we would just practice a lot, not really get anything done. But I sort of left because somebody got to start doing inappropriate shit. I'm just like, I can't. Why? It happens with every band. It's either somebody's really weird or people just don't get along. And the latter is usually somebody's really weird. I'm just like, fuck.
Inappropriate how, if you don't mind me asking?
Just like not all around good person, like being around people not his age.
Oh no! Oh yeah. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah. I can't even like excuse it. It's just like I don't care if you sell drugs, but like once you start talking to mine, it's just like, all right, bro, all right. There's a certain line a band don't cross, and being with kids is one of them, son.
Yeah.
But you hate to see it, but I'd rather like a band like who like split up, even though there's like grievances inside the band, instead of like stick together and then like the whole band sound like ass because they're partnering up with people they don't like.
Yeah.
But what was my other question? Oh, do you guys like have any favorite songs you like performing outside of your discography, or like including your discography? That includes like covers too, like with the fucking "Down for My Niggas" cover at Shakers.
Oh yeah, that's
Damn.
rare. That's
That
rare
was
lore.
fun. That was a fun one.
Yeah, I wanted to like make that into an actual song, but then we broke up because I
Broken
enjoyed
Wings. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
like I enjoyed hitting that breakdown, like the down for my ends, like when we played it.
It sounds fun.
Yeah. So I wanted to like take that breakdown and put it in a song, but then we just never got the chance.
The first thing I was told to learn when I joined Raid was Seven Stitches by Disembodied, and I don't think we played it once.
We never played it full. No, we only played like the intro riff. I don't know why. Like it's just like, bro. Like I remember at that era, like no disrespect, well maybe like a little, but like I remember like the two other guys that were in the band at the time, like they were just so gay about like that shit, and I was like, bro, like just learn the damn song. Like it's literally just like a dope fucking. You should like the song. You should like Disembodied. I don't know why you don't want to just learn the whole fucking thing, but whatever.
That was fun. I mean, I don't even think I heard you guys play it live.
I remember you actually played that.
Unanswered was fun.
Yeah,
the Unbroken Wings cover was fun, and we did it first.
We did it first. We did it first.
You get on TikTok or Instagram these days, you're gonna see a lot of Unbroken Wings. When was the first time we did it? It wasn't Beatdown Mania 2.
No, we did it before that. We did it at Purchase College.
Oh my god, we did.
And like
that was the first time we played it, and we posted it, and everyone was like, "You play that shit there, and not like."
No one fucking knew that shit, bro. I don't know why that's the show we chose to debut it at, but yeah.
Damn. Yeah. That was fun. We did it first, though.
No, I know we definitely did. We definitely did.
Heard it here. They did it first.
We definitely did it first.
Heard it here.
My favorite songs to play in terms of cover, like Unbroken Wings was definitely fun, but it was always unanswered. Like whenever we'd bust out that unanswered cover, I always had a great time. I know you hated it because people would just take the mic from you and just like and fuck off
like
with it.
My second show ever in like the Hosticide practice space. I'm like 4 lines into unanswered, and this kid takes the mic from my hand, and I'm like, all right, whatever. And then he like gets up on the stage and sings the whole song, and I was like, so I'm a bitch.
Fuck me, right?
Like, yeah. I was like, all right.
I'll never forget.
That's how we do it down in Jersey.
This how Jersey rolls.
This is how Jersey rolls. I'll never forget us playing it at that fucking shot ass backyard show.
Oh, that was like my first Raid show ever.
That was your first show with us?
Yeah. No, you guys, bro, when I joined, I was like, what are these people like doing? Because you guys wrote and recorded the 2023 demo.
That shit was pretty dope.
And then you were like, yo, join the band. And then I joined the band, and you guys like put it out after, like 2 months later.
This is what I mean. This is my first band. I did it all wrong.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it's a miracle that we kept, like, what I should have done was just have you come in and do vocals on that and then put it out. And then not played that show, but I didn't do that. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, that show was kind of fucked up.
Dude,
but
okay, you're good.
When we played unanswered at that show, we sounded crazy. We sounded just like Suicide Silence. There's like a video of us playing it. We hit the breakdown, and it's like
Doug's moshing.
Yeah. It's like you get Doug Mosh and like Oscar like swinging on like 16-year-olds. It was awesome. Unknowingly swinging on 16-year-olds. I think they were just happy to hear the song, but like we just sounded like really good for some reason. Like every time we played it, we always like rocked that shit.
But what about songs inside your discovery you guys like doing?
My favorite in the discography to play. That's a tough one. A lot of the stuff we have, like, I can look back on and be like, oh, this wasn't as good as I remember. But a lot of the later music I still think really holds up and I think will hold up. And honestly, my favorite song to play would either have to be DPS. I got three. Like, I got like three top threes, right?
That works.
So it'll be like DPS, because that song was so fucking fun to play, especially when I would remember to pack a whammy bar in my guitar case. I could like dive bomb and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times I would forget to bring it. And just the crowd reaction every time, like, I guess that was like, I guess you could say like our most like quote unquote popular song.
Yeah. It definitely is. Like the reaction it got at Simple Bar was fucking nuts.
Yo, that show,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that the show we played, that show was fucking awesome.
It was packed because you had like Torture and Two Piece in there. So I'm like, I was looking at the bill. I'm like, yo, this bar is gonna die. Like the way it went off. I'm like, Torture. It was like when Torture was like deep into their tour when they were like blowing up like everywhere. I'm just like, yeah, this bar is never seeing like another day.
Yeah, they toured for like 5 months straight. Like it was kind of crazy.
I still look for footage of us playing that show like regularly. Like I know,
and there's none. That sucks.
Someone filmed it.
Someone recorded
because I saw the GoPro on the stage.
Someone recorded.
Oh, maybe someone did film it.
But that's all they did. I don't know why they like gate kept like the Torture and Raid and Bail song sets. So I'm like, I'm literally spelunking for like old sets of like bands I listen to who definitely like go to the DC area, and I know there's photographers there, but they just don't upload the sets.
I know, we didn't even get pictures from that show.
Yeah, it's like we never played, but we totally did play, and it was totally awesome. I remember that. I remember that show. It wasn't as bad as like a fight, but I remember there was like an injury during our set. It wasn't as bad.
Oh, as dude, no! I watched the kid get knocked out like 10 seconds into the set, and I was
yeah.
Dude, there's the guy I followed who got like he had like so at Snowboard there's like a staircase and it's made out of wood, and this guy he fell on the staircase and like split his head open a little bit, like he was bleeding a lot. And he had to be like obviously put outside because like his fucking head is bleeding. But I'm just like, that's a safety hazard. I'm just like, wait a minute, I'm at a fucking hardcore show. The word safety hazard is a suggestion.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, I just that's a show I forgot, like, because we were on tour at that time and it was literally like a comically terrible tour.
Yeah, like we like routed. We like toured because we were playing that show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally because because we were playing that show and then going to Cali after. So then I was, we're like, we might as well like do a run because we just released new music, and like I remember when it was released, it was received pretty well. So I was like, all right, this will be dope, and then it wasn't. We just got like slammed with bad luck on every day. Like I remember the first day of tour, like there was like another really lit show happening like less than an hour away.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but we got to play with Drop Dead. We played with Drop Dead, and that was like
sick.
Insane.
That was at Taco Fest, right?
No, that was
the last day of that tour.
That Taco Fest was awesome. Taco Fest made up
one. Was with Drop Dead and Chained to the Bottom of the Ocean, and then we played. We were supposed to play in Boston at some skate park the day after.
Right.
Oh.
And we get there, we've got all of our shit, and then the band that was playing before us, there was some kid at the show who was like upset that there was like a show going on. So he started like walking around with his skateboard, like kind of like pretending like he was about to hit people. And then he started going up to the band and doing it, which escalated into like this kid getting his ass whipped by like 30 other kids. Okay. And then, it was like a cartoon. Like the dust cleared. And then like everyone was gone. Like there was nobody there. And
wait, you want to know something? You want to know something great? Not to interrupt, but this is relevant.
Yeah. What's up?
Gio has my camera that we took on that tour. I think that's the one. because he like before Redacted moved, he needed to like give my stuff to somebody because he didn't want to like see me or whatever. He didn't want to like so yeah, he gave like my CDs back and like a camera. I don't know which one it is, but I assume it's that one. And so like I can get the footage from that and I can upload it finally.
Dude, you gotta he has like every raid weekender / tour we've done, like there's like it was like vlogged.
Yeah, we always filmed it. I'm just like retarded. Like one of the camera that I filmed like with that really good tour we did, like the one with the New Year's show.
Dude,
the camera.
God damn it! I was so close to making that show, but sorry to interrupt, but because I didn't know how Holy Friola's operated, so I'm hearing it's a 21 plus venue, but you can sit at the cuck gates and watch your show from behind. I'm just like, why the fuck would I do that? I'm not watching the show that I paid for behind a gate. No, but like I also wanted to see Gasket and Raid again, so I'm just like, what do I do? I'm just like, dude, fuck, I'm staying home because like. That just sounds gay. I'm not.
You should have DM'd me. I could have got you in.
I didn't. My first thought was like, yeah, let me text. Let me like dry beg Tyler. Hey, can you get me into the show, please? Like, I didn't.
Yeah, I would have. 100. You know how many people I did that for at that show? You wouldn't have been the only one.
It don't matter now because like.
I remember at that show, like, we got like 10 DMs from people being like, yo, I'm like 19, but I really want to come. And I was like, just come. And then you just opened the gate for them. And then, like, what are they going to do? It was like a sold out, packed out show. No one's going to notice.
I didn't know people, dude, I'm a pussy. I didn't know people did that. I didn't know that was an option.
No, yeah, you can do it. If the band you're texting is actually like good, nice people, they will do it for you.
True.
Or like like that's another thing that made me love hardcore because I've had to do that. Like sometimes, you really want to see that tour and you're broke as shit. You got to just like take your chance and just be like, yo, I really want to see you guys. I have no fucking money.
Yeah. Like the ant with the holding the stick with the bag.
Yeah, and then like if they're cool, they'll DM you back and be like, "What's your name?" Like I'll put you on the list. Like that's happened to me before. And then I go on Mosh Hard, I go home, and I'm like, these guys rock. They just came through for me,
Dude, the amount of times I've been to like a show with like my last $20, like when I saw, fucking, it was a road. It was a road with Companion of Fools and Depraved that Songbird. My God,
ooh, that's fucking dope.
So broke after that show because they wouldn't let me. I couldn't buy tickets like online, quote unquote. So I had to use Dice. I fucking hate using Dice because they upcharge their tickets like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Dice is less bad than the other e-ticketing apps, honestly.
It's not horrible like SeatGeek and Ticketmaster, but like. Dude, I feel like I'm still getting cucked because the show was originally I think like $15 to get in, but I'm paying for me and my brother. All right, so fine, I'll do like 20 something. Lo and behold, $38 with tax. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm already at the goddamn door. I don't care. I just gotta sit there and take it. Like when I saw you guys at Hades. When I saw you guys at Hades.
Oh yeah,
that was tight. I don't carry cash on me because. I just stopped. I don't know why. But when I got there, it was just like, we only have cash and Venmo. I'm just like, what the fuck has Venmo? You got, dude. It makes you want to swing on something. It's just like, we got like the least convenient like money method app ever.
Exactly.
Or you can wire transfer, bitch. They're right.
Yeah, like what?
Right. No, I'm kidding. But like, they'll probably do that. It's like, oh yeah, you can wire transfer the money or just give us cash. I'm just like, you even have Cash App. I can't even Zelle you. Come on, bro. Don't piss me off.
I get very furious when people in the big 26 don't accept Cash App. I'm like, come on, man.
Or like don't have
it. Just feels racist.
Like, bro, come on.
Yeah. Nah, I just remember. It's funny you bring that show up because like that was an objectively sick show for many reasons. But I genuinely hated every second of that show, and I hated that show.
What happened?
I did.
Just like the interpersonal band shit in question.
Yeah. Yeah,
just
because
like my
that was
life in general at that time was like horrible. Like even outside of the band thing, I did not want to be there at all.
yeah, the context of it was like I had to like convince everybody to play the show.
Oh yeah. We almost
because I was like, yo, like, come on.
I
Like,
know.
this
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
show,
yeah.
and we're all acting like it's, I'm not gonna talk shit about anybody. Everyone was acting like it was like another like Shakers show matinee, and I was like, no, like this will be worth it. And then dog, like
I knew how important it was, but I just was destroyed from the inside. So
yeah, no, I mean, so was I. But then like after the set, I walk outside, and the noise guy from Pig Destroyer is like, "You guys are sick," and I was like, "Holy fuck! I can't believe you're like here." And I like smoked weed with him, and it was crazy.
That was insane.
And I was like, yo, like, I did it,
Yeah, that was so cool.
That was like a triple feature for me because that was my first time seeing a row, and that was my first time seeing the guy from Sangwa Sigabog. Like, I'm like, why are you here? What is it? I'm like,
yeah, Devin just be places sometimes.
It was like a 3-parter because when I came home, my friend Alex was just like, yo, the guy from Sangwa Sigabog was there. It was just like, yeah, why are you in DC? Go home.
Yeah, he be all over the place.
What is your guys' like? For the person who like writes lyrics for the band, like, what's your like writing process for writing songs and or lyrics?
I don't know. Sometimes they just come to me.
Yeah.
At least because I used to write most of the lyrics for most of the songs. Mm. So a lot of the times I would just think real long and hard about certain subjects. So we used to write like a lot of political type lyrics, or at least I did. Like we had that song "What Man Does to Man."
Dude, when I made like the edit of that video, I felt so goddamn proud.
That shit was sick, bro. That was so awesome.
Thank you. I can't wait to see the rest of the edits that I released with the video. At first, I was going to do like an edit for every song for 3 albums. I'm just like, dude, I'm not paying an editor, but I also don't know how to edit like that. But I've definitely gotten better since the last edit I made, which was Japanese Pop Star.
That one was
yeah.
Thank you.
Now we have that's crazy that we have 2 music videos for that song.
That's the real one.
I had realized
that other one. He's got the real one because the other one, like the one you dropped, like with that shit is like.
I love that. I paid a real life schizophrenic to make that video.
Yeah.
Like the guy who made that video has like genuine, like actual mental problems.
I watched that video like midway when I was editing Japanese Pop Star, and I'm just like, dude, I'm not retarded enough to make this. I gotta double down or something.
Yeah, the dude who made that video, like I found him on YouTube because he has like a channel with like 100 subscribers or something, or maybe it has more now. But when I found him, he had like 100 subscribers. I don't remember how I found it. It just popped up in my recommended. It was like this creepy ass video of like Santa, like wishing somebody Merry Christmas, then getting shot in the face with a shotgun, and then just like demon faces popping up everywhere. And I was like, I have to get in contact with this guy. I was like, this guy's fucking awesome. And then I find him on Instagram and I'm DMing him, and then I thought he would like be normal. Like I thought it was just like an art project, but he was like dead ass like that. Like he made like one video. I mean, I'm sure it's like a fake video, but like he made a video of like, it's on his channel probably right now, or maybe it got deleted. It's like him cooking some strange meat in a pan. And the title is like "My Wife," and then like the text on the video implies that he like killed her, chopped her up, and he's cooking her in the pan.
Do you have his page still?
Yeah. I can go. It's Infinite Psychosis on YouTube, but psychosis is spelled like SYKO.
Just text it to me. I'm kind of stupid right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'll text it. I'll get the link and send it to you. That's insane. When he was DMing me on Instagram, I was like, yeah, I fuck with your art style, bro. Like, I would love for you to make a music video for my band. Like, I'll pay you. And then he just starts sending me like real pictures of like baby dolls he has that he like decapitated and like drew all over and like was stabbing. And like he sent me like 15 pictures of that, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" And I think he put some of that in the video, and it was like insane. But like the video came out really cool. Like I was really happy with it. And then he tried to like scam me on Cash App like a week later, and I was like, "Dude, this guy's fucking nuts."
Wow.
That's the price you pay. I love the breakdown part where I thought it was you in the clown costume, like air humping.
No, it's not me. I think it might be him. I think he filmed that in real life himself.
Because
I'm being so serious.
I didn't know who made the video, so I thought it was just like you and your guys who did it. I'm just like, that's kind of funny.
No.
But that's what made me want to like get back into making music videos. I was just like, dude, I gotta lock back in. And a part of me just wants to like drop all the videos I've made for this video essay on my page. I'm just like, I can't, not yet at least. I'm itching. I failed when I dropped Japanese Pop Star on my page. I was just, I couldn't hold it in anymore because I think that took me like 2 days, give or take. And for some reason, I edit like a dumbass. So like half my edits that I make, they give me excruciating migraines. I'm putting all these flashing clips and colors in it, and I'm just like, yeah, why do I get migraines? Oh wait, because I'm staring hunched over shrimp stance at a computer for like 8 hours doing this bullshit.
Yeah, you're like giving yourself epilepsy, but it's for the love of it. No, you're like the shit you make is fucking awesome.
Thank you. I just finished the last one, which was DPS, and I cannot wait to post that with the video. I'm so
I saw.
Wait, you saw what?
I saw a sneak peek. You sent me a sneak peek.
No, I remember I deleted it because like I was like, nah, maybe he does have to see that. Fuck. But
if you want, I might have to hit you up for a new project we're doing, but I'm going to keep that a little hush hush here. But
I'll edit that part out, but I'd be so down.
Yeah, why not?
Fuck it, for the love of the game. I'm trying to like start off my own.
I'm gonna want music videos for it. We should definitely make at least like 2 or 3.
Well, no, I was questioning the hush hush part.
Oh, we could. There's no reason to keep it hush hush. Actually, you don't have to edit that out.
No,
we're doing a new band, me and him together with like a couple other people.
Oh, nice.
So, no, nothing's out yet, but we have something like 5 songs written.
Yeah,
we'll play a show and drop music one day.
Yeah, I'm like very soon. Hopefully by the end of the year.
That'd be tight. And not the gang stock, but I remember you were Misery Without You had a show on Friday, and I keep thinking you run Misery Without You. I don't know why, but I haven't seen any clips from that show, and I've been looking. And
we haven't played a show yet. We're playing February 20th is our first show.
Oh, is that not on a Friday? Huh, I'm stupid.
It's 2 Fridays from now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. So that's going to be the first Miseries Without You show.
Yo, don't take this the wrong way. I found out literally yesterday that Jay's like singing in it now.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, why?
Because Logan left.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that, but I also was just like, you of all people are doing it? Because he's like not into that stuff like at all.
Yo, he asked me, so
that's so insane. He's not
gonna sing. He's
shit.
gonna only do the
don't. I just like it's just like crazy to me because Jay is like he like grew up with hardcore. Like his dad listened to like Madball.
So he's like betraying the cause.
So yeah, when I would like try to talk to him about Asking Alexandria or some shit, he's like, "Oh, my sister listens to that gay shit," and I'm like, "All right." So, but like I get it because he is who he is. So when he was like, "Yeah, I'm singing in Misery now," I was like, "You're what?"
I guess maybe later in life he found how to accept it into his heart. And then I remember it was after a strangled practice. It was like a couple weeks ago. Like me, Rini, and him got together like during the daytime. It was like a Sunday, and then Rini left, and then me and Jay were just hanging out. And I was like ranting. I was just crashing out to him about Logan leaving. No offense to Logan. I love Logan. So, he left for like valid, personal reasons or whatever. But I was just crashing. I was like, God damn it. Like, I just fucking got the new song recorded, blah, blah, blah. I hate my fucking life. He's like, I'll do it. Like, that'd be sick. Like, I'll fucking wear my windbreaker. I was like, you do it? He's like, yeah, yeah, the demo's sick. Like, I would love to do vocals in that. I was like, all right, you're hired. And then I hired him on the spot.
Nice.
So that's why. And then he's not going to be singing, though. He's only going to scream. I'll sing.
Yeah.
This is also
sorry to get off track.
No, you're good. This is like my first time like interviewing a band, so like I literally don't care. I love I love running my mouth, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, same
here. Best ones.
Yeah.
This is like a question from the top of my head. How did it feel like getting this far with like this is like your first band, doing Raid? Like, how did it feel like getting this far and like putting it into? It's just like, what do you think you could do better? Or like, what would you improve on when you like form another band, or you are in another band? But like, what do you think you could, like I said, like, what do you think you can improve on, like in the future when you continue doing more music?
No Bad Luck Brian shirts.
More Bad Luck Brian shirts. No, I was honestly very happy with what we did as a band. Like, obviously, I really wish we could have just done an LP, like a proper LP. That's the only thing I'm like really scoring by, because the shit we were writing for was like sick.
Yeah.
Like we had an LP coming together and we had some dope ass songs for it. But I'm happy with everything else what we did, and I learned like hella lessons. I'm sure Johnny could say the same, like lessons about touring, lessons about just like how to go about things. Like next projects I do, like that I'm doing, I have a better idea on just how to market it, or like how to move when it comes to like Raid. We made hella mistakes. Like we would fucking do a tour and like not have any merch to sell on the tour, for example. You know what I mean? Or like
I've missed out on so many Raid t-shirts because I was broke. You have no idea how bad I wanted I forgot her name. It was like the girl from Danganronpa, and it was like the Japanese pop star.
Oh, yeah, yup.
I was so mad when I saw it. Was like the last show. Bit of a like sidetracking. So I almost made it to your guys' last show because my brother had a friend who was going out of town, and he was offering up his place to stay for like a couple of days. And my brother's like, "Hey, do you want to hang out with me in New York?" My friends, like I said, he's offering his place. I was like, "Bro, that'd be fucking perfect," because that was like when you guys announced you guys were having your last show as Shaker. I was like, "Dude, it'd be fucking perfect. I want to bring my friends." Do like a whole function, at least like 6 or 7 people coming with me, and long story short, we didn't make it because when it was like 2 days before you were gonna start your show, I called up my brother and I'm like, "Hey, what's the update on like are we still doing this?" Like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my friend just left and he didn't give me a key." And I was like, "God
damn."
So we doubled down. So like 3 people left the group chat who were like down to go to New York. So it's just like me, my friend Carson, and Sean, and we were looking on like just for like cheap places to stay at in New York. And then it was like, "Let's go to fucking Newark," and I'm just like, "We'll die if we go to Newark." Or like,
yeah.
And it was like, "Oh, it would only be like $200." And I'm just like, the whole point of the trip was like, it would be cheap to get there because we bought our train tickets and we could splendor at Long Island or like wherever we were staying. But I'm not about to pay $200 because $200 is literally going to be my limit after I bought my train tickets. But $200 is obviously going to be the price to like stay at somewhere to sleep. And I was just like, "Fuck it, bro. We're just not going to go." And then you guys had your last show, and I was like, I felt like that picture of Squidward looking at Patrick.
Damn.
But like, I'm glad like somebody like recorded the set, because there are so many times where like I had the chance to be home alone and I like played like a bunch of sets on my living room TV. I was just like, "Fuck, man, it's like I'm right there." Not, but
damn, bro, I'm sorry.
It happens. Like somebody eventually was like, "Oh, my favorite band is breaking up and I can't see their last show." It happens to everybody. But
if it makes you feel any better, well, that's happened to me before too. But if it also makes you feel any better, we played like a short ass set and didn't have any merch. So
yeah,
we played like 5 songs.
We played 5 songs. I didn't know what the songs were until like the day of.
Yeah, we had to, because we had to, like, obviously, like, I'm actually gonna give him props. We had to get a different drummer last minute. My buddy Robert, that I went to high school with him. And I always knew he was like mad talented, and then he recently started doing bands. Like, I think he came to his first hardcore show like 2023, but he was always into the music. Like, ever since, that's how we were friends back in the day, or at least I knew that he liked the same music as me back in the day.
Right.
So that was cool. And then, I hit him up just because of what was happening. We work in the same area. Like, we work literally on the same block. So I'm like smoking outside of my job, and then I see him and I'm like, yo, it's like literally like not even a week before the last show. And I'm just like, Rob, like, I need something for you. He's like, what? I'm like, were you going to come to the last Raid show? He's like, yeah, of course. I was like, do you want to play it? And he's like, what? I'm like, can you learn the whole set? Like, I was like, can you just like learn a couple songs? Like, just like the hits, so we could play. He's like, why? He's like, because he's like, I heard shit's going on with Redacted, but like, I didn't know it was that bad. I was like, I can't play the show with him, or else I'm gonna like shoot him in the face. And then he's just like, oh shit, all right, I'll learn it. And then he literally locked the fuck in.
He did.
And then like learned all the songs in like two or 3 days.
When I've watched the set multiple times, I'm like, yo, who is that? But he's doing really good. When you guys played Embrace Suffering for the last set,
He sounded
crazy. Like he locked it. He locked it hard.
That's what it's all about. But I'm sorry.
Like, he clutched up. Like, if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't have been able to play that show, honestly.
You hate to see it, but I'm very sorry about Redacted. I was gonna ask like who's like been in the band for the longest, but like it's starting to sound like it might be my.
It was me. It was me and Redacted. Yes.
Yeah. I figured.
And then we had another bass. Our first bass player was a kid named Charles.
Is that the kid with the long?
No. You. I don't think there's any footage of us playing with him, but he was in the band. Another high school buddy of mine. I actually still talk to him.
And then there was a chick, right?
Yeah, so it was Charles, and then he left because then once we started adding breakdowns and shit, he was out. He didn't like metal, or he didn't like hardcore.
I forgot about that.
Like,
it's such a funny reason to leave a band.
We didn't show him like Cannibal Corpse or something, and he was like,
yeah,
he was like, hell no.
I'm leaving because I don't like cool shit. That's so funny.
And then we wrote a song with a breakdown, and then he was like, hell no. Like, he was like into the punk rock thing, because we kind of had like a punk rock thing going on, but I'm talking like early punk rock, like
with how I see it and everything else.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like punk rock. I'm listening to like X and shit, like bands like that. And then he left when I wanted to start screaming and like adding breakdowns, and we had a chick playing bass. And then another high school buddy whose name I'll also redact, because he didn't leave the band on good terms, but I don't have that much animosity towards him now, but just, I'm not going to say his name, but he was in the band for a long time, and I'll actually, go on record and like actually give him credit, because as much as I like don't really like him that much, he actually wrote a lot of the music with us and like wrote a lot of the riffs. So he was in the band for a large amount of time, like from like 2021 to 2023. Redacted bass player. Like, he helped us write, if I recall correctly, he wrote the main riff to What Man Does to Man. Like the man, and then I remember I wrote the rest of that song and like structured it, but he definitely wrote that riff. And that was like definitely our most popular song for a while. Definitely one of my favorite songs we have to this day. He wrote the verse riff for Scalped. Like, I forgot this too. This is all coming back to me. Like, I wrote the like but I forgot. I didn't know where to take it from there. And then he was like, gave the so that was him. Like, he wrote a lot. I'm trying to say, like, wrote a lot of the shit with us, or a lot of the cool stuff. Or at least a lot of that EP, because we have an album that came out before that I refuse to acknowledge because I hate it. He wrote a lot of that, but I hate that album.
What, the one with In a Familiar Place?
No, the one before that one.
Parallel. It was called Parallels.
Dude, I actually I fucking love Parallels, but I'm so sorry.
I hate that
I was
album.
gonna say, like, I would have vouched for you to listen to it if you'd never heard it.
I hate that album with every fiber of my being, and I wish we never made it. That's why I took it off streaming. I took it off everywhere. I kept it on Bandcamp for free because there's some freaks out there who still like it for some reason.
I'm nice, bro. Word niggas. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you.
I hate it.
Bro, some kid, it was at Taco Fest.
That was crazy. Like, we're across the country.
I'm sitting at the merch table, and this kid comes up. He's like, yo, like, I've been meaning to see you for mad long. I was like, yo, that's, like, crazy. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, why'd you take Parallels off streaming? And I had, like, that outer body, like, yo, what the fuck is, like, actually, I'm getting fucked with right now. Like,
because we're in fucking California. We're in, like, the Bay Area. Yeah.
I was like, bro, like...
Dude, it's so funny you say that, because I was gonna ask you questions about Parallels. Like, at least
you could ask me questions about him. You could go. You could.
It was a good.
You can ask whatever you want.
It was like about Last Request, what once was is now lost, and
okay, I can answer those.
Okay, see, I love those songs.
Last Request, I'll still stand. I think that's a great song still.
It is. It's
I remember writing that song. It was a great feeling. I remember coming up with that riff. I was like really sad. Like, I was like, whatever. And I came up with that intro riff, and I was like, oh shit, I'm cooking. And then, I invite Redacted over, and then he goes through the song with me. This was like 2020. We wrote this like during the lockdown, because we all live in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Or like they lived a neighborhood over, but it's still walking distance, same difference. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I invite them over, and then we work through the song. We write the song all together. We write the parts together. Last Request, and I wrote the lyrics. No, I think me and the drummer wrote the lyrics actually. Just wrote it about like suicide or whatever. It's like some shit like that. We used to write a lot of songs about like self-harm and like suicide and shit. We used to be really edgy.
I was gonna ask you about this one lyric during the song. Most horrifying yet, I was only 16. The first time I listened to the song, I was fried out of my mind. And when that part's I'm just like, dude, whoever wrote this song needs to get their ass, because they can't be talking to me like this.
Like, I was like, Parallels was like what Raid was doing when I discovered them.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, so we were like playing shows with that material and like hitting the ground running.
Like Always Final Part 2, I was like,
I hate that
those
song.
were the songs that I was like, yo, this band is like legit. And then I saw them play at AMH at the album release show, and they played like an 8-minute shoegaze song, and then they were like, this is unanswered by Suicide Silence. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it blew my mind.
The reason I hate that album is because it starts off. We basically, this is what I mean. Like, this is what I will not do with other bands I'm in from now on. We put like every single song we wrote during that time on the album, and that was the mistake, because the opening track I still think is really good, like the Genty one with like that gent riff. Wrong choice. Like, I think that's a great song. Like, I would play that. If I saw a band play a song like that now, I'd like mosh and move around. I think that was a good song. I'm so proud of that one. The lyrics are cool. Last Request I still think is a dope song. 8,000 I still think is a dope song. And then like the rest of them, like that middle section, actually no, the rest of the album in general, I'm just like, why did we put this out? Let me look up the track listing right now on Bandcamp, and I'll show you.
It's okay. I have it up right. I have it up already. I have like I have like a bunch of notes of like songs I wanted to talk about, but I also just have like the track list.
So what song comes after 8,000?
Seminole or Simonal. I fucking dude. The amount of time
It's Seminole.
Seminole. Okay, thank you. Seminole is the most drunkest song I've listened to, like on the beach. I would live like the summer I found you guys. I was partying like a degenerate. I would go to the beach at like 2 in the morning with my friends. We would just be there until like 7, and I would just get like drunk and listen to Seminole.
Damn,
like,
yo, that's like such a vibe.
It's
so the problem with Seminole, not the problem because this is a problem with Parallels also because I guess a lot of people don't like. People who listen to it and like it, they don't know what the like. I still would be like, all right, Seminole's a cool song, but we had another version of it that we came up with that was way cooler than what was on the album. It was like more, it was like in B standard. It was way lower. It was like so evil sounding and like way more like melancholic sounding. And we had like a slightly different composition for it. So I went to the guys and I'm like, all right, we got to re-record the song because this version's way better. We should put that on the album. They didn't want to do it. And then we rushed through everything, and then we put a bunch of songs on there that didn't need to be on there. Like, I think those first 4, if I had it my way, if I could go back, I would have had it just be the first 5 songs and then close with the song Bitch. And then that would have been the whole album.
And then Always Final Part 2 just never
happened.
Saw the light of day.
Yeah, I hate that song. That's my least. Wow. That's like I love, and that's what I hate the most about it. I'm looking at the lyrics. I have the Bandcamp open. The lyrics are fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and I wasted these lyrics on like a fucking
the best track ever.
Like the fucking instrumentals like all over the damn place, bro.
It is, but it's still like.
That's the beauty of it. I love Parallels because I think it's like an actual pure definition of a mix of hardcore and shoegaze, or like the embodiment of like Shoegore, which is
it definitely was.
I've never heard the term Shoegore. When I looked you guys up, it's just like, did these niggas make their own genre? That's fucking insane.
Yo, I thought they were like ripping off Deaf Heaven, so I was like, this band might suck. I thought that was like cringe, but then I checked them out and I was like, oh no, like this is valid.
Yeah. It like I listened to that. I haven't listened to it that much anymore since I first found it, but I always come back.
We have better material.
True, but I always come back to Parallels. What once was is now lost. I look at that.
Oh, that was a good one too. I'd keep that one too as like an interlude track.
I have like a video of me at the lake. It's like 7 a.m, and I have my speaker. Like I'm by myself, and I'm just listening to this song, and I'm just like. This is like the perfect song to kill myself to. I'm not even like that depressed anymore, so I'm just like, I'll die a happy man listening to this shit.
Yeah.
I just love doing like random activities with like music I love, like being places I'm not supposed to. Like I think the last one was like there's this path in the woods I would take when me and my friends used to walk home from school. But now because like I graduated, I used to take like nightly walks for like fucking hours. And I would go through those woods every day, listening to like rather be like Parallels or fucking Have a Nice Life, and I'm just like, damn, like this is what it's all about. I feel like people should do that more, like listen to music with like rather proper or improper surroundings instead of just like going to a concert. I don't fucking know. Kind of a loaded statement because like you can only experience music in so many different spaces. Rather be like seeing them live. Or in your fucking room, or going on a walk. I'm just like, no, bro, go sneak in somebody's backyard, dip in their pool, and just like play whatever the fuck you want.
Now that's valid.
Yes.
But like, I already asked you, like, what was the writing process in general? But like, what was the writing and inspiration process for Parallels and Imminent Death?
Imminent Death was made also during COVID. Mm-hmm. So that was, but I'm still proud of that release. Like that release, I feel like embodies the Shoegore vibe better than Parallels. I think the songs on that one are a lot cooler. Like it has that song Purgatory on it, the original version. I like that version a lot better than the Parallels version. But so Imminent Death was written like literally during, like right when the lockdown hit, or maybe right, but I actually don't remember. The timelines are kind of getting screwed around in my head now, but I think Imminent Death was like, I think we wrote that song Mandatory Genocide, like not like in like 2019, but like late 2019. Same with that song Pointless. And then I remember we wrote Purgatory during COVID, because that's a very COVID type song, like locked in the house, can't leave type vibe.
Yeah.
And I'll give more credit to our redacted previous bass player. He wrote that entire song musically and the lyrics. And that's still one of my favorite songs. I think I only wrote the intro riff. It was like that kind of thing. I only had that intro riff and I could not come up with anything for it. Like, so then he like wrote the entire song basically for me and for, you know, our drummer at the time, like for the band, and then wrote the lyrics and everything. And I was like, damn, this is like one of the sickest songs I've ever heard in my life. So full credit to him for that. For basically writing that entire song and structuring it and everything. And I think he also wrote all of Barren Hypocrisy, if I remember correctly.
That one's fucking good. I
love that song. Still, I'm pretty sure he wrote that whole song and then just brought it into practice one day type of vibe, if I remember correctly. So that's cool.
Do you guys have a go ahead.
Yeah, and then I was just gonna say that like the recording process was all recorded during the lockdown. And I remember just like we recorded it live off the floor. I went to my buddy Alex, because he was the only person I knew that had like a large recording interface with like 20 inputs or whatever. So I like covertly borrowed it from him in the middle of the night. Because like my parents, like they were very, you know, everybody was like, you know, very, when the COVID first hit, they didn't want you leaving the house. So I like walked all the way to his house, which was like a mile and a half from my house. I walked there in like the dead of cold, freezing night. And then he gave me the recording interface and all the cables. And I put it in a backpack and walked all the way back home. And we had it for like a couple days.
It's not finished.
And then I remember I didn't have that many microphones though. So I just remember there was like one mic just like planted in the middle of the drum kit, one mic in the kick drum, one mic on the bass cab, and then one mic on the guitar cab. And then we recorded it like all live off the floor like that.
That's nice.
And like we recorded that whole EP in like an hour or 2 hours or whatever.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we did that one like quick, because like we had like those songs written and we've like really believed in and we were passionate on those songs. We used to practice like, that's all we had to do. There was no school or anything or no job. So we just literally would just practice hours a day and just hang out and like drink Tito's vodka and like play the songs. Like, you know, and like that's how we did that. And then like, yeah, so like by the time we went to record, we had them locked in, like we could play them in our sleep. So we just recorded it like an hour or two and then released it just like using the internet to distribute it, because there's no shows to play or anything.
That explains.
That's fire.
Because when I was looking like for like sets for like I want to say like How I See It or the Scorn EP, I'm just like they didn't play any of these songs live. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is like 2020, 2019.
Yeah.
Nobody was outside during this time, but
we played like 2 shows in 2019. But there's video footage and I'm not gonna pull it up.
There's footage of the first ever Raid show, no? Like the talent show?
Oh
yeah, there's footage of that.
On your I have your YouTube account pulled up.
There's footage and I'm gonna find it now just to see if it's still up. I kind of hope it is, but I'm not gonna like, there's footage. We did a show at my house. Like my parents went on vacation and then we did a show at a house show.
That's tight.
And like, you know, we almost got the cops called, all, you know, like there was like a couple of our friends that were like into music that pulled up, but it was mostly like my high school friends and like, you know, my first girlfriend, she pulls up like, and, you know, and she was like with all her white girl friends and they're all like getting white girl wasted and like screaming and passing out on my front lawn. There was like this kid that I used to skate with, like he pulled up and he was like, I mean, it's still like bad. He was like 16, but he literally looked like an 8-year-old because he had like some condition or something. And he was like hammered as fuck, like passed out on my front lawn. So everyone thought there was like an 8-year-old getting drunk at this party.
It doesn't make it
I'm going to try to find the YouTube video of it, but I'm not going to like share it with the class, but I just want to see if it's still up.
Right.
Oh, shit. I don't think it's still up. I think it's gone, bro. Shit. Damn.
From the last time I talked to you, how come you hate the beach from how I see it?
Because I think the intro riff is awesome, and then the rest of it is just like... I don't think that song really sucks. I just wouldn't like... If I had those ideas come to me again, I would do it a lot different.
Yeah.
But I love that intro riff, and I love like... I honestly think it's like a fine song. I think the breakdown at the end is cool too, but like... You know.
Do you guys have like a dream bill? Rather be like artists you know in your area or like would like to collaborate with?
Oh wow!
Oh yo, I had to think about that.
What are my limits? Can I put a fest together, or does it have to be like a 4-band bill?
Okay.
Yeah, how many bands?
I want to say 5 for right now. We could talk about like the fest stuff at like a later time.
Okay.
5 bands including Raid or not?
You can include Raid. Like say like you were on the bill and you can pick whoever you want to be on the bill with you.
4 or 5 other bands.
5.
We'll say 4, right? 5? Okay. So there's 6 bands. Okay. All right. My birthday bash at AMH.
Yeah.
Pig Destroyer, Sworn Enemy co-headliner. Blame God.
Yeah. That's
Hell. Fuck. This is tough. Gasket.
Yeah, that's good.
DC. Let's go.
Honestly, mine for like a Raid. I'm picturing in my head like a Raid comeback show. Let's say it's like 10 years in the future, and then like people want us to do a comeback show, right? And we're doing a comeback show, and it's at like whatever Shaker's Pub is called in the future in 10 years. Maybe it's still Shaker's. Maybe they changed the name again. So mine honestly would overlap if it's like a Raid comeback show. Like definitely Blame God's playing, like they're reuniting. Gasket's definitely playing on it, so that's 2 already. Like just got to bring the old homies back. And then I would have Sanction play.
Oh, I should have thought of them.
Sanction would be playing on our comeback show. And Pig Miss would come back. Pig Miss would get back together and they'd play. That'd be my ideal.
They would have to.
Yeah.
Bro, maybe in like 5 years we'll do like a Bad Idea Collective
like reunion
night.
That'd be
yeah. That'd be awesome.
I have a chopped ass Raid dream bill. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna be a nerd and say like Death Grips, Electric Wizard, fucking 3-6 Mafia, because why not?
Bro, that would be awesome. This would be awesome. This is not chopped at all. This would literally be like the best show ever.
Or like if I get like if it's a crazy pull and they somehow come back, Niggas of Destruction. Oh my god.
Bro, that'd be fucking awesome.
And like
I don't know whatever happened to any of those guys. Like I don't know who was in that. I know Tommy Wright the third's in that, and he's obviously still doing his thing. But I don't know whatever happened to like the rest of the people in that group. But I would love to see them.
I don't even know their names, bro. I'm like, I know
Me neither.
Produced it because like it's Tommy Wright the fucking third. But, like,
I'm pretty sure he raps on some of the songs too. But
oh
like
my god, Tyler, we're missing like if we can go that deep, we're missing like the only right answer here.
What?
You know who it is.
Neko?
No.
Despair?
No. Who do we listen to the most in the car?
Oh!
While out.
Oh, all right. Obviously, fucking Drake has the headline. How can I forget? That would honestly be my dream fest lineup because Drake apparently played with the Red Chord in 2009, so it's not out of his realm to fucking play with some fucking brutal bands.
Dude, how did you get on the same bill with Bobby Shmurda when you were with NYC Shootout? How the fuck did that happen?
We got asked.
That's so funny.
And it was fucking awesome. It was one of the best nights of my life.
That's crazy.
It was one of the best nights of my life, specifically because like the show was epic and there was a lot of horrible things going on in my personal life at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like got really drunk, played a fucking awesome set, got hammered and just watched Bobby Shmurda fucking play, and I got to like stand on the stage. Like it was fucking awesome.
That's tight. That's
like
insane.
It was so cool.
Wasn't that like his first show coming back from first few shows after coming back from prison? I can't remember how long he was in prison for.
I believe it was one of the first few, but I could be wrong. I don't even remember when he got out, to be honest.
Me neither. Or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Doesn't matter. And for like my last two, I'm going to say like Sluggo from DC because I fucking love Sluggo. And
yeah.
El Duce, or is it El Deuce? I forgot his name. Fuck, I forgot how to pronounce the last part. But it's like this old fat white dude who's like no longer with us. Kind of like G.G. Allen era of like rock / punk / hardcore music. But that's like my chopped dream, Bill. And like,
no, that's awesome.
That would be fire. That would
like
be
I'd
if we got asked to play that.
Insanely happy to play that.
I was gonna say Gun to God Ted, but like you guys played with them already. But like they're still really good.
Yeah, but that wasn't...
those are the homies. That show fucking sucked also. So
yeah, I was gonna say like we should have ran it back with them.
Like I definitely want to play with them again in this new band we're doing.
That'd be so sick.
Because that show we played with them, like we did play with them, and those are the homies. That show sucked. Nobody was there. So
I have not. I tried watching that set, and I can't get past the part where you say "check this shit out, nigga," because I just start belly laughing on the couch.
Oh, the one where they played AMH.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a sick show. Yeah.
If you were to do like a comeback / revival show, and by that I mean like you guys are still known and formerly known as Raid, what would you guys do differently? If you guys were like do like a comeback, like we're getting the band back together, we're still Raid, whatever it may be.
I definitely have another guitar player playing.
It's like 2 guitarists and a bass player.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely would play a longer set because the way I imagine like a Raid comeback set, I would think people would like want it and demand it and ask us. Mm-hmm. So I would want to play like a lot more songs that I so what else would I do differently? I don't think I would do anything else differently. I'm like happy with how we like were running it towards the end. Like we always like, I would just like definitely make sure we have like a second guitar player and like,
we
that's
practiced.
About it. Oh my God, yeah. The last couple shows we did, we were not practicing at all. We would literally never practice. I can honestly say that in the year of 2025, I don't think we like practiced at all.
We played more shows than we practiced.
Yeah, I think we practiced like literally 2 times in the whole year.
That's kind of funny.
and we played a lot more shows than that, I'll say.
Yeah.
So,
Johnny, what would be your advice for people who are new into like getting into bands and also like advice for like vocalists and Windows Pad users?
First band. Don't make it part of your identity.
Yes.
Be able to exist as yourself without the band playing an important role as to who you are. And I say that because, like, you know, even when like Aeroneko started like collapsing on itself, like it bummed me out because I was like, bro, like, what do I have?
You're Johnny
You know?
Necker.
Yeah, it's not yeah, but even still, like, you know.
I mean, that's how.
And
That's
then
how
like
we saw you.
Raid even more so. Like Raid was like the life experience I had, you know, longed for my entire life, and I had it. And I found
Yeah.
so much peace within waking up and being like, yeah, I'm the singer of Raid. Like, I loved it that much, which I don't think is a bad thing, but, you know, Raid broke up and I was like, fuck. Like, I went on this, like, existential, you know,
But you're
crash
still
out.
Johnny Raid though.
Yeah. But, like, you know, I don't have shows to look forward to. I don't have,
Yes. Yeah. That's.
you
I felt
know,
the same
the
way.
time with everybody to look forward to. You know, coming face to face with that, like, fucked me up. In terms of being like a singer, don't fucking watch YouTube tutorials and shit, or, you know, none of that, because I don't think. I mean, unless that's how you want to sound, but I pride myself in being kind of like self-taught. Like, I tried watching like the Zen of Screaming DVD when I was younger, but I was like, what is this like singing shit? Like, I don't care. Like, I just want to scream at the top of my lungs. And I tried and I tried and I tried, could never figure it out. And then when I tracked the Aeroneko demo, I was like, I don't even care
Fuck it.
how it sounds or how it feels. Like, I'm gonna just do it. And then I did it and I blew my fucking voice out. But I didn't care. I was like, it sounds good. And then when I started playing shows, I guess the adrenaline naturally made me like push with my diaphragm while I was like screaming. So like after the set, like my throat wouldn't hurt or nothing. Like I wasn't like tearing myself up. And then comes the like noise stuff. I don't know. I can't really give advice on that. Do what sounds cool, I guess.
This is true.
Do what it sounds cool and has cool distortion and stuff.
Yeah. Make it really actually like make sense.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I did with Raid the entire time I was doing it.
That's honestly like a real last description. Like your vocal work sounds like it sounds like you're throwing up in a high pitch, but in a good way. Like you're about to be blackout drunk, you'll be like, "Oh, I'm about to throw up," but I'm about to throw up. But then like you raised.
That's how it feels sometimes.
But you raised it up by like 10 decimals, and then you got that, which is so crazy because I don't think I've heard a vocalist shriek while doing vocals. Like, of course, you hear vocalists shrieking like while they're screaming, but like you're shrieking while you're like singing these lyrics, like on beat too. Like I definitely cannot do the high pitch stuff, despite me like sound like a fucking squeaker. Because I've tried doing like shriek screams or fucking fry screams, quote unquote, and I'm a pussy, bro. I can't do it. It don't work. It don't work.
No, I hear you. It's not. I feel like that's definitely like what I'm doing, but that's not. Yeah, like growing up, I just wanted to sound like the singer of Linkin Park, and I guess that like never really left. Like I try to like improve my gutturals and like my mid range, but that's That's just me naturally like screaming is what you get.
Yeah. And Tyler, do you have like any advice for like people who are still into music and want to like keep going at it like you do? Because you definitely have not left the music scene with what you're doing.
I'd say just give up now. I'm kidding.
So it's so over.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't even know because like I just say just keep like if you like doing it, it fulfills you. Just keep doing it. Like that sounds corny, but that's the only way I could put it. Because like the only reason I do it is just because I have like mad passion for it. Like I just fucking love Long Island hardcore, and I just love playing music, so I just like do it. You know, that's all I could really say.
And I have two more questions. What was your initial reaction when you found out like people like really enjoy your music and you started getting asked to like be on like more bills? This goes for like both of you guys because you guys were still in like separate bands.
It was a great, probably the best feeling ever.
Yeah, I'll say this. Like, I knew people fucked with Raid, but not enough to like, come see us. Like, we played so many like shot Brooklyn and Long Island shows, and it would bum me out because I'm like, bro, there's like nobody really like care. And for years, it felt like I carried so much like emotional weight on behalf of the band. So when like we wouldn't do well, I would really like internalize it. And it really wasn't until we played the last show and people came up to me and they were like, yo, like this band like meant something to me.
Yeah, that
like,
last show,
like fucking like Pat from Fear Made Flesh and Liberate, for example. Like I don't remember what he said because I was sloshed, but he was saying shit to me and I was getting like choked up. I was like, I really had no idea that anybody felt this way about it. And I wish, people would have said it sooner because I feel like I would have had a better head on my shoulders about it.
Yeah, that last show had me like low key ready to cry, but I didn't because I'm a man.
This is my last question I have for tonight. How expensive is it really like to be in a band? Because I'm still trying to like work around my way, like being in my band. I don't have to spend any money because the practices I've been to, the drum kit's already there, and the only drum kit I have is this chopped ass electric drum kit I got for my birthday at like it was like 2021, and it is so ass. I don't want to buy another drum. I mean, I do want to buy an acoustic kit, but I get one. If I try and get one from Facebook Marketplace, it's gonna fall apart like Legos. Or I go to the big Yahoo himself and buy it from Sweetwater, which is something I don't want to do.
Yeah. I use Sweetwater all the time.
I don't got Sweetwater money, Tyler.
You could buy it on credit.
True.
And then just pay it back. That's what I do. Every time I've never bought something full price on Sweetwater. I just finished paying off a guitar like a month ago that I've been paying off for like half of 2025. As long as you do it on time, there's no harm in it. And you could select the plan, like the payment increments.
Like,
yeah, I like sing, so.
But like, if you're in a band and you play like an instrument, I'm not gonna lie, it does get very expensive very quickly. But it's all for the love of the game.
Yeah. No, I think just existing as a band, you're spending money on anything that has to do with it outside of the practice room, including the practice room.
Yeah.
You literally
transportation.
Making
fucking shirts, any physical like CDs, tapes.
Like, obviously, it's an investment you make back, but you don't see it immediately.
Yeah. And then, like, you know, when you're touring, it's like gas money, food, place to stay. Yeah. It's not cheap.
It's not, no.
But, I mean, yo, if you know, there's ways to work around those things.
Mm-hmm. I actually lied. I forgot my last question. What did this band mean to you, given that it's both of y'all's like first time being in a band, and this is your one time? I'm assuming like you made the band, like you're like John Raid.
It means the world to me. It meant the world to me. It still does. You know, I've experienced so many firsts. You know, first tour, first everything with the in terms of music shit. It was with this band, so it means the world to me. Like first tour, first like show where people like mosh to my band. Like I made a lot of like everybody I know through music is because of this band in one way or another. You know? And most of the friends I have now, besides like a couple friends I still talk to from high school, are all from being in Raid and like playing shows. In some way. I don't think I have any friends in my life, or I don't think I have that many friends in my life that I haven't met through playing music. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Retweet every every line. I mean, yo, like the first show I ever played, I opened for Raid. And then
it was a great show.
The way I always gauged my own success when it came to the band was kind of, it was like, okay, like who are we like playing with? And not in like a, like I know that might sound like shitty, but like I just wanted to be in a band that like mattered. That like would have mattered to me if I wasn't a part of it.
Yeah.
And the way I would like define that is like, okay, like who are you playing shows with? So when we would play with a show with a band that like actually like meant something to me, I was like, we're doing it, you know? So I would say by my own terms, I kind of like, you know, it felt like I kind of overachieved because I got to play with Blame God. I got to play with World Peace. I got to play with Click.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And then we got to play with Torture and Two Piece. And then we got to play with Waking the Cadaver, which I've been listening to them since I was probably like 12. So that was like my I'm doing it. Like 8th grade me would be proud of me today because of that.
Yes.
And I know it kind of ropes back into what I said before, but like I like in the beginning of this was in it, you know, I sold my soul to it. And then after a while I was like, yo, like this really isn't that fulfilling to me. And then I had that step back, like take a step back, like, yo, you're in a band with like 3 of your best friends and all we do is play shows and hang out and have a great time.
And listen to Drake.
We listen to Drake. And, you know, we play shows with bands that I like. And I feel like every past version of me would have, like, died for that. So when I had to come face to face with the mortality of it, I was like, damn. Like, I really had to be like, who am I without this?
Yeah, exactly. It took up so much of like our lives and like so much of my life was all I could think about. Especially when the writing on the right, even before we decided to like, this band is done. Like when there was like a kind of a period of the time where you could see like the writings on the wall kind of thing. It was really hard to come to terms with, and then you're in denial, a lot of denial and a lot of just like lying to yourself because you just want to keep it alive. Because it was literally like my whole life, not just like this band, like mostly this band, but all the shit I was doing musically, like Shootout and Misery, all that. Like it's just so, like
Mm-hmm. Like,
it's just hard, watch that kind of fade away.
Because it was like the band you made, so it's just like, damn, it's just like.
It's a band that I started that got me into all those bands, I should say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like tearing a piece of like yourself from like that beginning point to where you are now. It's just like, damn. Like, despite it all,
Exactly.
it's still me.
Yeah.
But I think those are all the questions. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It was really, really awesome to finally reach out to you guys and like talk to you guys, despite not being able to speak to everybody. But like, props to them. I don't know if I have their handles. I'll worry about that later. But thank you so much.
Yeah.
I can.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. No, for real. Like, this was cool.
Yeah, this was dope.